Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Robinson Maroon basketball. Tonight, a rematch with the Mount Zion Braves. I'm Jim Kincaid, Dwayne Shaw alongside, Ron Wheeler behind the camera, and we're a part of Worldwide Sound and Video Production, coming to you tonight through the courtesy of MediaCom.
Tonight's game brought to you by First Robinson Savings Bank, Cellular One in Robinson, Rural King Supply, Weber Insurance and Realty, Crawford Memorial Hospital, Hershey Chocolate in Robinson, Marathon Tire, Camper CPA Group, and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions. And once again, a special thanks to Cellular One for providing the phone to coordinate the evening's events.
Well, again, it's a pleasure to welcome Coach Gus Gillespie up here with us tonight before the ball game. And I guess the most obvious thing is, Coach, that maybe third time is the charm. You've met Mount Zion twice, and you've played them on their home court and on a neutral floor. So now you got them at home.
Well, we already have one positive, and we haven't even had tip-off, and that is that we won't see Sams, Plank, and McCollum anymore. And I'm glad that those guys are going on to bigger and better things. But, hey, it's going to be the third time, and nothing changes. You're going to have to play awful well to beat them. They're going to have to stumble, maybe not make some perimeter shots, maybe get in foul trouble. We're going to have to limit our turnovers, guard them, which is tough for anyone to do. And then we'll just see what happens. You know, we've had success and came out, kind of empty on it. But up there at Charleston, I felt like we were a little fatigued. We got, we kind of took some wild shots early, and we have to control the tempo against Mount Zion tonight.
Well, I think that's true. And up at Charleston, you played, I thought, was probably one of the best games of the season against Edwardsville prior to that Mount Zion game. And I know that took a little out of you. The game you played at Mount Zion, though, was a really good ball game, and you were right with them all the way.
Well, at Mount Zion, we controlled what was going on. I thought our shot selection, and any time, it's kind of hard to get the kids to believe this, but any time that you make 11 or 12 three-pointers and still don't beat a team, they're awful good, and most nights you're not going to make those many shots. So we have to look to try to get the ball in the post a little bit. And up there at Charleston, maybe one advantage they had over us is they've been there before. They've been in the championship with the same team against T-Town the year before, and T-Town got on them 20-5. And sometimes there's a little bit to be said about, hey, have I been here before?
Well, I think that's true. I guess the other thing is everybody healthy tonight? You've had a couple of ball games to sort of warm up to this.
Everyone's ready to go. Our last two games, Dietrich and Martinsville, I think we needed those games on our schedule. I think we kind of took a breath there because it seemed like 5 or 6 games in a row we were taking people's good effort, it seemed like, and we were still responding and playing well. And we needed those 2 games, I think, to regroup and come back together and hopefully, play strong down the stretch.
Well, I think that's true, and I know earlier in the year you said that people know and respect your ball club, so they're looking for you, and they're going to be putting forth their best effort. You look at the Parises and the Charlestons and the teams that you played this year, they're anxious to play you, and they want to beat you.
Sure. I mean, when you're ranked and you're getting a little recognition, you're going to take people's best shot night in and night out. And our kids responded to that. We started getting all this attention, it seemed like, right after Christmas, and we had to go on the road to Newton, to Charleston, played some tough teams here, T-Town, and I thought we responded with a positive, a great effort. Now, up at Paris last Friday night, you're talking about a team that's as good as anyone. It's not, people don't look at Paris for some reason, but in my all season, I've said they're as good as any Class A team around. And you go up there in that environment sometimes, and they kind of made us look bad last Friday. Hopefully we'll get a chance to play them again.
Well, it was kind of an ugly ball game, and I'm with you. I hope you do get a chance. I look forward to that game. It's always a good ball game up there, but it gets a little ugly once in a while. So
sure.
You got to live with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate your time up here before the ball game again. Look forward to seeing you in the future, and then as we build toward the tournament time, we'll talk a little bit more.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Robinson Maroon head coach Gus Gillespie. We'll be back with tonight's ball game and the tip-off here in just a little bit. Well, we've got a full house here tonight as we get ready to take on the Mount Zion Braves. Pre-game ceremonies here. I think the national anthem is going to be sung. that was a surprise, but a very nice rendition of the national anthem by the Hot Flashes. That's Jolie Finkbinder, Terry Obst, and Barb Graves. Barb Scheimer. Well known around the area here. They've made quite a hit.
That ranks right up alongside the barbershop people at Charleston.
Oh, it sure does. It sure does.
Very good. Okay, this is a game everybody's been looking for, probably since at least Christmas time. And probably that's what happened last Friday night when everybody went to Paris. It's hard not to look ahead. It's hard to focus on what you're doing, but they had Dietrich and Martinsville and Paris, and I'm sure everybody was just looking ahead a little bit towards Mount Zion tonight. And why not? They're 19-2, 7-0 in the conference, and they're for real. 3 seniors on the roster, and they all 3 start, and they're all 3 going to play at Division I schools next year, so that's pretty tough competition. They go with Zach Berkey at 1 guard, number 13, a 6-foot junior. Matt McCullum, the other guard, is 6'3", senior, number 20. Forwards, Logan Glosser, number 22, a 6'5", junior. And Neil Plank, number 42, a 6'5", senior. Jake Sams in the middle, number 34, a 6'8", senior. 3 seniors, 2 juniors, 6'8", 6'5", 6'5", 6'3", 6 foot. Coached by Mr. Brad Stewart. The usual lineup for the Maroons at 17-3, 4-2 in the conference play after Paris lost last week. Guards Jeff McKeegan, number 5, 5'8", senior. Tyson Schnicker, number 30, the 6'1", sophomore. Forwards Justin Hardrick, number 33, 6'2", senior, and Nick Brooks, number 44, 6'4", sophomore. In the middle, Brandon Hardiman, number 3, 6'3", senior. 3 seniors, 2 sophomores, 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", and 5'8".
Well, as we talk to Coach Gillespie before the ball game, we may need just a little more volume with a house full here tonight. Coach Gillespie before the ball game made the remark, 3rd time's a charm, we hope. They've met Mount Zion twice. They met them early in the season at Mount Zion. They played them for the championship game at the Charleston Holiday Tournament. And Mount Zion again prevailed there. But here's a chance with the Maroons on their home floor. They played them very well at Mount Zion on Mount Zion's home floor. And they're beatable.
What is their current ranking? Like 10th or 11th or something like that in AA? I haven't seen it for a couple weeks.
They're somewhere in the, I'll say, the top 15 anyway. Of course, in the area, Decatur has them ranked number 1, and by far, I'm sure that's right.
Throwing up the ball, Bill Bryans.
Well, we've got the Bryan brothers here tonight.
Local Sumner area.
Bill and Jess will do it again. This time Mount Zion controls. And Zach Berkey will handle the ball. Brian Hardiman comes out on him. Be interesting to see the matchups here tonight on defense. Down in front of us, Snitker has picked up Berkey.
Oh, they got McKeegan switched off on Sams now. Now they switch again. Hartrick's got him now.
Glosser with the ball in the lane. And Hardiman picks up Berkey. Good movement by Mount Zion. Planks the shot and missed it. Rebound got away and scored. Good hustle on the part of Matt McCullum as he picked up the loose ball and put it through. And that wasn't right, was it? Did McCullum get that, or was that Glosser?
Number 20.
Okay, it was Matt. Well, the Maroons, when they played them up at Charleston, they held the ball, and Gus Gillespie said before the ball game here tonight the key was going to be able to control the tempo, and the Maroons are trying to pull them out, and that's what they're doing right here. Mount Zion has scored the first basket, 2-0, and the Maroons with their first possession. Hartrick with it out front, and this is the ball control method is the way that they're going to have to play them. McKeegan with the ball in the lane, drops it back out to Hartrick. Brandon Hardiman on the drive, gets him off the floor, puts it up, didn't get the roll. Rebound pulled down by Glosser. Here comes Mount Zion. Plank in the middle, turnaround jump is no good. Rebound picked up by McKeegan. One thing about it, it's going to be a tough physical ball game any way you look at it. Nick Brooks in the crowd, puts up the shot, won't get it. Rebound pulled down by Sams. Out to Berkey. Berkey takes it down the floor and passes it down in the corner. McCollum back out front. Sams, and around the horn they go. Plank gives it back out to Glosser. And now Berkey will control the offense. Sams, Hartrick on him. Out of the corner.
Oh, big tip. Sams.
And finally in. Who got the tip? It was out of my sight.
Jake Sams, 2 rebounds, 2 tips.
4-0 Mount Zion. Snitker on the drive. Couldn't get the shot away. Neil Plank on the rebound. He loses the ball. No whistle. And Mount Zion. A little bit of what took place up at Charleston. The Maroons held the ball, were able to stay with it. They did control the ball, but then when it come time for them to get the shot, they couldn't get it to fall. And that's kind of the way it started out here tonight. There's Jake Sams from the line. No good. McKeegan with the rebound. And the Maroons will have another shot at it. Need a basket here.
Well, they've had a couple of good shots, but they haven't gone.
4-0. With Mount Zion out in front, Brandon Hardiman thought about it. And Hartrick with it around to Nick Brooks. Nick takes the baseline. Has to back out. Now he's got the shot, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down. Neil Plank with it. Down court in a hurry. There's McCollum. McCollum drives underneath and has it taken away from him by McKeegan, but Jeff fouls him in the process. And it'll be, should be, out of bounds. We got a timeout here by somebody. Maroon timeout. It's a short one. Well, the First Robinson Savings Bank's proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank. They're ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. They're a real community bank. And for the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire. For Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires, quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Well, Shrine, when did you sneak in here?
Just kind of like stepped in the back.
Well, I saw those disappear, but I thought that was somewhere
Were they supposed to go in thin air or what?
Yeah, there they went. Mount Zion Braves with the ball, and that's Berkey out front with it. Gives to McCollum. Tough inside, and there's Glosser wide open with the basket. 6-0 Mount Zion. Hartrick. Maroons still want to control. They've had some shots, but can't get anything to fall. They've really not had any good shots. Mount Zion content to stand back, let them hold the ball. First quarter here, 6-0. Mount Zion leads it. Now they run some offense. Hartrick gives to Snitker. Tyson looks inside, has to come back out to Justin. Now McKeegan. Nick Brooks tries to go inside, looks for help, gives to Hardiman. Hartrick backs it out. Brooks, and back to Justin. Basically a zone, I think, by Mount Zion here. Is trying to watch, and they've got a chaser on Hardiman, I believe, and that's Plank. From behind the basket, Nick Brooks, and he pulls a foul off of Matt McCollum. So Nick will get 2 shots from the line. Here's an opportunity for him to score.
Gone 5.5 minutes and haven't gotten on the board yet. Still haven't.
In and out. Well, it's a 6-0 isn't good, but it isn't all that bad. What the Maroons need to do is stay patient, and their game will come to them. Brooks missed both free throws. Berkey with it out front, gives to McCollum, or to Glosser. In the middle, Sams kicks it back out from the arc.
Got a foul inside, apparently, on Hardiman. Well, Hardiman and Sams are going at it pretty heavy inside. Hardiman gets the foul. His first, second team foul on the Maroons.
In the middle to Sams. Finally gets it up off the glass, won't go. McKeegan with the rebound. Now the Maroons will get another chance. Hartrick with it. And Brandon Hardiman. McKeegan drives. Gets his man off the floor. Kicks it back out to Hartrick. To Schnitker. They look inside. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Hartrick will put up a three. Yep, got it. Justin Hartrick breaks the ice with a three, and it's 6-3. Mount Zion leads it by 3, and that's the first bucket of the night for the Maroons. Well, Zach Berkey with the ball, and nice block by... No foul called. A great block by Nick Brooks, and he went after the ball. Out of the lane. Where's they count the bucket?
I don't know if they did, Jim.
On the floor, it looks like. Let's check it out here.
Huh?
Yeah.
Counted
the basket.
Foul on 22. Logan Glosser, his first.
Okay.
42. Check that.
8-3 the score now.
Who got the basket?
McCollum got the basket, I think. Well, Maroons now with a minute to play here in the first quarter will have a chance to score, hopefully. Hartrick to McKeegan. 8-3, Mount Zion leads it. Hardiman, the only bucket that Robinson has is Hartrick's three-pointer. We're down to 40 seconds in the quarter, and it's 8-3. Mount Zion leads it. Nick Brooks tries to use the screen, puts up a three, got it. Nick Brooks behind Jeff McKeegan's screen, and it's 8-6 ball game. Inside to Sams. Sams got it up off the glass and in. Jake Sams with a bucket, 10-6, 20 seconds to go, or 10-6. Mount Zion leads. McKeegan for three. Not quite. Loose ball picked out of there by Berkey. Mount Zion comes down in a hurry. In the middle. The shot went to Yelovich. I don't even know when he came in the game. Must have been on that on the timeout back there.
I think Jeff McKeegan picked up his second foul at the horn, actually.
And he didn't have any choice. He had to foul him because he had a cripple going in.
Give me one of the big ones. Well, it's Matt Yelovich at the line, a 6'3 junior. He got him. And I was going to say, they never changed the board. 12-6 at the end of a quarter. Weber Insurance and Realty offers complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all your personal and business needs. When it comes to personal insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with mortgage insurance, consumer debt coverage, estate planning for family or estate taxes, and a lot more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson.
It's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulation, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team.
Well, it may be a long night if the second quarter is like the first one. 12-6. Nick Brooks, Brandon Hardiman with the ball. Back out to Jeff McKeegan, and the Maroons will play ball control. Same 5 on the floor with Snitker, Hardiman, McKeegan, Hartrick, and Brooks. That's Snitker with it. More motion in the offense now for the Maroons as they work a little harder. Hardiman, and Hartrick holds it. 12-6 the score. Mount Zion leads it here. Second quarter just underway. Brandon Hardiman gets his man off the floor, puts up the shot off the glass and in. Good shot by Brandon Hardiman. Make it 12-8. Sams goes in the middle. Back out. They almost throw it away. That's Berkey with it. Berkey from behind the arc drills the 3. Zach Berkey, 15-8. Hartrick holds the ball out front. Maroons try to shake somebody loose. Sams comes out on Justin. And he gives it to McKeegan. Here comes Berkey. McKeegan drives, takes it up. In. Nice shot, Jeff McKeegan. 15-10. On the drive.
Oh.
Neil Plank. No doubt about it. 17-10. Mount Zion leads. Away from the ball, and the foul's going to be on Brandon Hardiman.
Number 2 on Brandon Hardiman. 4th team foul.
Wait a minute, let's be sure. Yeah, Brandon.
Another Maroon timeout.
No, it was on Jeff McKeegan.
I thought he gave a 3.
Now he put it up on 3.
Timeout was called. 22nd by the Maroons.
We'd like to remind you that Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polo King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Well, the Maroons come back out on the floor. Nick Shaner comes into ball game now for the Maroons. And let's see, I think Glosser came back in for Mount Zion, number 22. Plank will be on the floor. Sams, Yelovich still in the ball game. And Matt McCollum's handling the ball out front now. McKeegan goes after it. McCollum's got it back behind the arc. I'd like to put the shot up. Plank does. Brittany. Loose ball's going to go out of bounds. Should be white ball. It is. Chris Brooks checks in the ball game now for the Maroons, and Brandon Hardiman will come out. About didn't wait for him to get out of there, did it? Snitker will handle it out front. Now Nick Shaner with it.
I think Illinois got caught with 4 players in the floor.
They sure did.
I'm not sure how that happened.
Played the last 12 or 15 seconds with them. More than that, 20-some seconds, I think, the end of the ball game. McKeegan. Brooks and Glosser battling under the basket here. And Glosser just put Nick Brooks down. That's Nick with the ball in the corner. Tries to work off the screen, kicks it back out to Nick Shaner. A lot of pushing and shoving by both sides underneath.
Oh, surely not. Gee, my knee.
That's Chris Brooks with the ball. Gives it back to Nick Shaner. 4:40 to go in a half. 17-10. Mount Zion leads it. Justin Nick Shaner with the ball. And now Chris Brooks. Mount Zion playing man-to-man. I think.
Got a defensive change here, though.
Yeah,
They had Sams out on the point with Shaner, and now they pulled him back.
they're
into the
almost
basket.
triangle 2 here with it. We may have to get our X's and O's out and draw it up and see what we have. Right now, just a 2-3 zone the way they're set up. Snitker on the drive, kicks it back out. Nick Brooks on the baseline. Nick draws the foul.
That's going to be Glosser. Glosser, his first, third team foul.
It'll be on the floor, and it's going to be out of bounds to the Maroons. Here comes Hartrick and Hardiman back in the ball game for Snitker and Nick Shaner. Chris Brooks will throw it in. (17-10), Mount Zion leads it. Ball comes out deep to McKeegan. Jeff works against Berkey. Now Chris Brooks. Cross court, Brandon Hardiman. Back to Jeff McKeegan. 3:45 to go in the half. Brandon tries to work in, gets over to Chris Brooks. Inside to Hartrick. Back out to McKeegan. Brandon Hardiman gets his man up. There's Nick Brooks with a shot. Won't go. Rebound pulled down Neil Plank, and he goes up and gets him. Here come the Braves. Zach Berkey with it. Plank tries to go inside to Sams. Sams didn't go anywhere, but somebody...
Ooh. Sams gets the foul, I guess.
Boy, I didn't see that one. Sure was.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price. At Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center.
17-10 with a little over 3 minutes to go in a half. The Mount Zion Braves lead it. Snitker with the ball for the Maroons. Now McKeegan. Snitker again with it. Basically zoned by the Braves right now. Tyson looks for help. Goes inside to Hartrick. Justin gives it back to McKeegan. Now Snitker again. Tyson backs it out, brings Berkey with him. Found a hole. Tried to kick it back over to Hartrick. Ball got swiped by Neil Plank. Berkey with it out front. The Braves have got it with 2:30 to go in the half. Still 17-10 Mount Zion lead. McCollum on the drive. Foul will be before the shot.
I think Nick Brooks.
44, he said.
44. His first 15 foul.
Hartrick comes out. Nick Shaner checks in for the Maroons. Comes out deep to McCollum. McKeegan on him. Digs off the corner. Now Jake Sams from behind the arc. Didn't get the shot. Rebound Yelovich. Puts it back up and in. 19-10. Braves lead it. A little over 2 minutes to go in the half. Snitker to McKeegan. Exactly 2 minutes to go in the half. Snitker in the corner. Now Nick Brooks puts up the shot. Won't go. Rebound in there. Good job by Yelovich. He sure got position. Braves in a hurry. Matt McCollum won't get the three. Nick Brooks. Good rebound. Gives it back to McKeegan. 1:30 to go in the half. Down to Brandon Hardiman. Brandon gets his man way up. Got the shot. Give him two. Brandon Hardiman. 18-12. Or 19-12. Drop pass inside to Jake Sams, and he got it. Nice
adjustment. Pretty good defense against it, too, but Sam switched his offhand and went up to the basket.
21-12. Mount Zion. 1 minute to go in a half. McKeegan gives to Hardiman. Tyson Snitker got away with a step, I think. Nick Brooks drives, goes into Sam's. Jake's probably going to get the foul. And Nick will go to the line to shoot 2. Here comes Chris Brooks and Justin Hartrick to check in for the Maroons. 50 seconds to go in the half.
First Robinson Savings Bank is proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. First Robinson Savings Bank is ready to take care of your financial needs. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, a real community bank.
Well, Nick will be at the line to shoot a pair of them. Got one this time.
Got them both.
Got them both. Make it 21-14. Plank with it. Now he gives it up to Berkey. And Mount Zion will hold the ball for a while.
Michael Sams, number 45, checked in during that lull. Sophomore.
Little
6'5".
brother. Little brother. Well, the Braves kill some time.
Call a 30-second.
15 seconds to go in the half, and they call a short timeout. Interesting.
It's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist to prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. This 30-second timeout in portion of the broadcast was brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sicklets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson. Could use some of that right now.
That would taste good. Mount Zion will bring it in. 15 seconds on the clock.
Put some DQ around it and have a nice blizzard.
Oh, that does sound good. Berkey will handle it out front. Gives to Plank on the wing. 10 seconds. Berkey, Plank. 5 seconds. Plank will put up the shot. Drives for 2.
Oh,
blocked by Nick Brooks.
Whoa.
21-14 at the half, and that was a big-time block.
That was kind of a statement there, wasn't it, Dwayne?
We'll talk about that in a little while.
We'd like to remind you that Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service and Lacrosse insulated boots. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Well, the Birth Center at Crawford Memorial Hospital is offering educational opportunities in February and March, free for those delivering at CMH. The February class is everything you need to know about breastfeeding on Wednesday, February 9th. March classes for new patients or those needing a refresher will meet 3 consecutive Wednesdays beginning on March 8th. And that will cover breathing, labor and delivery, and well baby care. All classes meet at 6:30 p.m. in the CMH VC Van Tassel room number 1. To pre-register, call 618-546-1234, extension BABY 2229. The Birth Center at Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services, where families experience small miracles. Shouldn't take a lot of figuring time, Shaw. Not a lot of points have been scored.
You got by with only using one hand.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Yeah, scoring by quarters. Mount Zion broke early, led the end of the first quarter 12-6 when the Maroons finally got on the board at 1:45 of the first quarter. Mount Zion outscored Robinson 9-8 in the second quarter to lead 21-14 here at halftime. Their leading scorer is Jake Sams with 6 points. Zach Berkey with 3, 4 points for Matt McCullum, 2 points for Logan Glosser, and 4 points for Matt Yelovich off the bench. Neil Plank with 2. 1 3-point basket, 2 for 2 from the line. For Robinson, the leading scorer, 5 points, Nick Brooks. 2 for 4 from the line and a 3-point basket. 3 points for Justin Hartrick. It's a big 3. He has the first basket. Jeff McKeegan with 2. Brandon Hardiman with 4. They had 2 3-point baskets, 2 for 4 from the line. Committed 5 fouls. They have 2 on Hardiman, 2 on McKeegan, 1 on Nick Brooks. Mount Zion also had 5 fouls, 2 on Jake Sams, and 1 each on McCollum, Glosser, and Plank. Rebounding, Mount Zion way out in front, 11-4. I have 0 turnovers from Mount Zion. I probably missed some, but I don't have anything. You'll correct me, I'm sure. 2 for the Maroons, so it's 21-14, halftime, Mount Zion on top.
I could ask you how many timeouts have been used.
Okay, you want to?
Oh, go ahead. How many?
Maroons have used 2 short timeouts, so they have 3 fulls left. Mount Zion has used 1:30, so they have 1:30 and
all those stats are
3
unofficial and within
what?
Plus or minus 25 percentage points of being correct, right?
You're saying that the accuracy is within the means of our calculation process.
This is true. We would like to thank Cellular One for providing us with a free phone to coordinate the production of community events. We invite you to stop in at Cellular One, located at 102 East Main on the north side of the square next to Judy's Cafe. Check out the variety of phones available. They have several models and calling plans to choose from. That's Cellular One at their new location on the north side of the square in Robinson.
21-14 here at halftime. Mount Zion leading. We'll be back with second half action here in just a second. February is National Heart Month, and Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services reminds you to be heart healthy. Eat a diet low in saturated fats and cholesterol. Get at least 30 minutes of aerobic, I'm going to have trouble with that, aerobic exercises 3 times a week. And don't smoke. For literature on a healthy heart, I should have looked at this. For literature on a healthy heart lifestyle, please visit HealthWorks, our community wellness center located north of the CMH East lobby entrance on 1000 North Allen Street in Robinson, or call HealthWorks at 546-2670. Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services, working toward a healthier tomorrow. We'll talk about heart attacks after a while here.
Jim, you know that there are people there almost at 5:30 in the morning. You should go up there 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, they start early up there. There's a lot of people up there using the equipment.
I look at them pull in as I'm working.
As you're working. They drive by your bedroom window. Well, it's 21-14 as we get ready to start the second half here. Robinson Maroons and the Mount Zion Braves, their 3rd meeting of the year. The Braves have beaten the Maroons on prior 2 occasions. They'll have possession as we start the second half. For the Maroons, the original starting 5 on the floor: Nick Brooks, McKeegan, Hardiman, Hartrick, and Tyson Snitker. That's Berkey down in the corner to Glosser. For the Braves, man-to-man defense by the Maroons. The shot's up and good by Neil Plank. So the Braves break the ice in the second half, 23-14.
Plank's been pretty quiet except for that one big Thunder dunk down here. We're holding the ball again, 7:20.
Jake Sams comes out. Now McKeegan with him. Snitker. And McKeegan back to Hartrick. And Hardiman. Hardiman inside. Gets his man off the floor. Justin Hartrick will go for 3. Not quite. Rebound right there is Berkey. Berkey, the 6-foot guard, with the rebound. Inside to Jake Sams, and that's Hartrick had a hold of him. I saw his arm around him.
All the way around.
And it wasn't being friendly either. That's 23-14. Cold.
Yeah.
They let the air.
Where that's coming from.
All of a sudden. Berkey and McCollum, or Glosser with it, 22. Now that's Matt McCollum over there with the ball on the wing now. Goes in the lane. Puts up the shot and got it. Matt McCollum with a jumper. 25-14. Hartrick will hold the ball for the Maroons. Jake Sams comes out to him, gives it to McKeegan. Now Hartrick gets it back. Brandon Hardiman will go for three. Brandon's shot's no good. Jake Sams for the rebound. Braves will take it back in a hurry. 25-14 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Plank comes back out front to Glosser. Inside to Jake Sams. Jake turns it off the glass and got it. 27-14. And the Maroons need a timeout. They've not scored yet in the half. And the Braves have come up with 6 straight points.
First Robinson Savings Bank is proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. First Robinson Savings Bank is ready to take care of your financial needs. Member FDIC and equal housing lender, a real community bank. For the best deals in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center.
It was a long timeout, Tony.
Okay, was that the 3-minute timeout or was that the 4-minute timeout?
Almost qualified for a TV timeout.
Well, it's 27-14. Maroons have yet to score here in the second half. They'll have the ball. Jeff McKeegan will bring it up the floor with 5:50 on the clock. Gives to Hartrick. Let's see if the Maroons try to shake something loose here. Nick Brooks with it out front now. Hartrick. Nick Brooks. Nick looks into Hardiman. Brings it back out. McKeegan. The Braves play some good defense. Hardiman gets his man off the floor but has to pull it back. Now to Hartrick. Brooks. Shot's no good. Rebound knocked out. Away. Foul's going to be called on Neil Plank.
It's his second foul. First team foul against Mount Zion.
Out of bounds to the Maroons. 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Maroons will get another shot at it. We're under the balcony here. I can see feet. Now we're out on the wing. McKeegan. Jeff takes Berkey out front with him, gives to Hartrick. Brandon Hardiman thought about him. McKeegan. Brandon. And Hartrick. Jeff drives. Drops it off. Nick Brooks goes underneath with it and got it. Nick Brooks worked for it. First basket of the quarter at 4:30. 27-16 now. Shots in the air, doesn't get the roll. Neil Plank will go to the line.
It's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist to prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team.
Chris Brooks checks in the game for the Maroons as Justin Hartrick will come out for a breather. Plank's first basket was good. So was the second. We've got a 29-16 ball game.
That was the third foul on Jeff McKeegan.
Chris Brooks holds it up front. Gives to Snitker. Back out to Chris Brooks. And now McKeegan. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Jeff drives, puts up the shot, didn't get it. Out of bounds. Who's got it? Mount Zion.
Red ball.
Well, the Maroons' shooting percentage hasn't been very good tonight, but that's been a bit of a problem the whole season. There isn't anyone on the team that, on the stats that I've seen, has been over 40% as a shooting percentage. Tyson Snitker on the steal.
And Mount Zion turnover.
That'd be the first of the night, isn't it? Brandon Hardiman tried to capitalize, didn't get the shot. Glosser with a rebound. The Braves take it down in a hurry. Berkey gives to McCollum, and Matt in the corner gives back out to Berkey.
Ooh. All that bumping and grinding, and they called a foul on that.
That's number 3 on Brandon Hardiman.
That was kind of a cheap one there, considering they're killing each other on the inside.
Yelovich comes into the ball game for Jake Sams. Matt Yelovich saw action in both the quarters in the first half. He's a 6'3" junior. Yelovich drops it back to Glosser. Glosser puts it up and in. He's mugging, or that wasn't Glosser, that was Neil Plank, 42. That is Glosser that's on Snitker now, and was mugging him pretty well a while ago. Snitker, as Glosser comes out on him, he gives it back to Chris Brooks, has the ball stolen by Yelovich. Matt Yelovich on the steal, takes it all the way and scores, 33-16.
Yelovich has given him some good minutes off the bench, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Chris Brooks holds it out front. I tell you, Mount Zion plays a tough defense. Jeff McKeegan tries to drop it off to Nick. Nick got the shot, got the roll. Make it 33-18 now. Somebody opened the refrigerator door, didn't they?
I know it. I'll go back here in a minute.
You hot? Drops it into Yelovich. Pass is knocked loose on the floor. Chris Brooks, Jeff McKeegan, and McCollum. Possession will give it to the Maroons. Here comes Michael Sams in the ball game, number 45. As Neil Plank comes out. .155 to go in the quarter. 33-18. Mount Zion leads it. Snitker. Gives it to Snitker with the ball. Tries to go back out front with it. And McKeegan picks up the loose ball. Justin Hartrick from 15 feet nails that. 33-20. Glosser holds the ball for Mount Zion, gives it off to Berkey. We're under 1:20 to go here in the quarter.
Maroons on another steal, Jim.
Well, a rash of turnovers here have given the Maroons an opportunity if they could just capitalize on it. Pressure comes out a little farther by the Braves.
Well, unless they get a cripple, I'm guessing they're going to hold.
Shot
what do I know?
good.
Should have been on 22, I believe.
Logan Glosser with a foul.
It's his second team foul of the half.
44 seconds to go, and the Maroons will have it out of bounds. Glosser goes out, Neil Plank comes in, along with Jake Sams. And younger brother Michael checks out for the Braves. Snitker will bring it in for the Maroons. Takes it out deep to McKeegan. Now Snitker with it. Hartrick and McKeegan We're down to 30 seconds on the quarter. 33-20. Maroons trail by 13 here, trying to get back in this. Nick Brooks gives to Tyson Snitker. We're at 20 seconds on the quarter. And the clock, they're going to let it run down, take one shot. We're at 10. Snitker in the corner. We're under 5. Shot. Justin Hartrick has the open shot and nails it. Justin Hartrick right at the buzzer. 33-22.
Hershey Chocolate in Robinson is proud to be part of Crawford County and are pleased to support the students of the community in their youth activities. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson. Here, Jim, you read that one and I'll go close some windows.
Well, we'd like to remind you Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters. They may have to go get some clothes to get the windows closed. They've got Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner Boots by Service, Santa Lacrosse insulated boots. That's a Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. Well, First Robinson Savings Bank is proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. First Robinson Savings Bank. They're always ready to take care of your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender, a real community bank.
Pretty good quarter for the Maroons. Mount Zion's jumped out there for about, 6 or 8 straight points. Maroons came back there latter part of the quarter and cut it back down to 11.
Well, the shot's missed by McCollum, and McKeegan's there for the rebound. Maroons need to go to work on this quarter.
Maroons still haven't had a double-digit quarter in scoring, and they're going to have to do it this quarter.
Hartrick holds the ball out front. Maroons down by 11. Justin puts up a 3. Comes out hard on the rebound. Picked off of there by Plank. Braves down in a hurry. Neal takes it to the center, puts up a 15-footer, doesn't get the roll, tipped back, no good. Sams has it ripped away by Nick Brooks, and Nick's going to be called for the foul. White 5.
Fight 5.
Oh, McKeegan, okay.
That's number 4 on Jeff McKeegan. 4th team foul.
Braves will bring it in. Plank on the turnaround, no good. Jake Sams puts it back up and in. 35-22. Snitker drives, gets an open shot to the basket. Tyson Snitker, good job by Tyson. Saw the lane and took it. 35-24. Berkey, Brandon Hardiman back in the ballgame for the Maroons. Out front to McCollum. They whip it around. Plank in the corner. And Jake Sams, nope. Hartrick just got put on the floor, but the foul's going to be on Justin Hartrick.
It's number 2 on Justin Hartrick, 5th team foul.
Well, what they don't need to do is put Mount Zion in shooting free throws here early in the quarter, because it'll be over with then. Berkey gives to Plank. Back out to McCollum. Plank from behind the three-point line, and he drills it. Neal Plank for 3. Make it 38-24. Snitker gets it into Justin Hartrick. Now Brandon Hardiman. Brandon for 2, tries 2, gives it to McKeegan. Jeff McKeegan is 3. All right, Jeff's good for 3. We're back to that 11-point difference now, 38-27. McCollum kicks it back out. Sams, as Mount Zion passes the ball around well. McCollum with it again on this side. Neal Plank from 15, got it. Neal Plank, has he missed one tonight?
Oh, I'm sure he
Make it
has somewhere along the line.
40-27.
13 points for Plank.
He seems to do better in a crowd with the pressure on him. That's a Robinson timeout. Let's see if we can. It's going to be the big one. Oh, let me have the biggie. Weber Insurance and Realty offers complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all your personal and business needs. When it comes to business insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with coverage for buy and sell agreements, key man insurance to provide continuity of business, and a whole lot more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson.
Yes. Dwayne's going to fill in here and give us the third quarter stats.
No, I don't do that. Twice a game.
That's almost
my
twice
contract.
too many, but
That's my contract. 2 times a game.
what's your contract say?
I'm renegotiating now. Anyway.
Go home?
Yeah. The Robinson timeout. As we come back out on the floor, Chris Brooks will throw it in. We've got Brandon Hardiman, Nick Brooks, Tyson Snitker, and Jeff McKeegan on the floor for the Maroons. Good pressure by the Braves. And finally, Chris gets it into Jeff McKeegan. Jeff gets it back down the floor in a hurry. Snitker with it. Brandon Hardiman. Brandon has to give it up to Brooks. Chris on the drive. Foul's going to be called on.
It's going to be Matt McCollum, I think. Number 20. It's going to be his second. And the third team foul against Mount Zion. We have a short delay while Bill Bryant adjusts his glasses.
McKeegan gets the inbound pass. Berkey's got him. The Braves play a tight man-to-man defense. Tyson Snitker tries to go inside, gives it back to Hardiman, now McKeegan. We're under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Maroons trying to get some points on the board here. Snitker with it out front. Yelovich guards him. Brandon Hardiman. Don't want to waste too much time here, guys. You got to pick up about 13 points. Brandon Hardiman will put up a long three. Got it. Hardiman for the three.
That's the first time he's been free at the three-point circle.
10-point spread now. McCollum drives the lane, kicks it back out to Berkey. Here goes Plank. Shots missed. First one of the night, I think. And the Maroons will bring it back. A chance to catch up a little bit now. They trail by 10. Full house here tonight, and the fans get into it a little bit. Ball's knocked loose.
How you call him for traveling, I think. He slipped and went down.
It'll be Mount Zion ball. 3:55 on the clock, 40-30. Mount Zion leads. Brandon Hardiman comes out to meet Berkey. Keegan goes over to double team. Berkey on the drive, back to McCollum. McCollum nails the two. Matt McCollum makes it look easy. Hardiman has to give it up. Gives it to Hartrick. Snitker back out to Hardiman. And Nick Brooks. Tyson again. Hardiman for three. Comes up short. Down in the hands of Yelovich, and Mount Zion will take it back. 3 minutes to go in the game. 42-30. Mount Zion leads. Now, the Braves are going to spread the floor. McCollum on the drive, tries to go up, and he's fouled, and I think it's going to be Hartrick. And we'll shoot two from the line. 4-4. That's different than 3-3, isn't it? Nick Brooks got the foul.
His second.
Matt McCollum.
Team foul number 6.
McCollum will shoot it. Got the roll. Logan Glosser checks back in the game for the Braves. Got them both. Well, 14-point spread again. McKeegan on the drive was fouled. That'll just go out of bounds to the Maroons. And looks like foul went against Berkey.
His first, 4th team foul.
Snitker will bring it in for the Maroons. McKeegan takes it back out front. Good pressure by the Braves. Tyson kicks it back out. Into Brooks. Nick has it knocked away from him. Nick on the floor. Ball back out front. Snitker. Justin Hartrick for 3. Loose ball. And it's going to go over to the, where'd it go?
Well, they called a foul on Blank.
Dwayne, that's a no call right there.
Yeah.
They're just battling for the rebound.
Yeah.
That was, that you keep your mouth, you whistle quiet there.
2:12 to go, 44-30.
I think it was going to be Maroon ball anyway. There was really no point.
Right.
Back out to McKeegan. Jeff holds it out front, gives to Hartrick. And to McKeegan. Brandon Hardiman stops, goes for 3, doesn't get the roll. Follow-up tip in by Nick Brooks. 44-32. Berkey goes against Hardiman, gives it up in the corner. Glosser brings it back out front. Now McCollum. McKeegan. Berkey with Hardiman on him. Minute and a half. Ball's loose. Jeff McKeegan on the drive, drops to Hardiman and goes too far underneath. Gives it back to Snitker. Snitker can't get it to fall. Brandon Hardiman on the rebound and puts it back. Well, now it's a 10-point game. Minute 13 to go. And the Braves will run some clock. Glosser in the corner, under a minute. 44-34. Maroons trail by 10. Foul's going to be called on Snitker. And that'll be out of bounds to the Braves.
No, shooting. Bonus.
1-1.
When did we get there?
Just now.
Oh, okay, I looked at the wrong side.
This is Plank. Plank is 2 for 2 so
Neal.
far tonight.
Plank scored some field goals, though,
Yeah,
He's had a pretty decent night.
13 points.
13 out of 44.
That's pretty good.
Not too bad.
Got a bloody knee or something here.
Did you see we had a house full of celebrities tonight? We've
Where?
had looked around. I saw first one I saw was Mike Ray, who's assistant coach down at VU. Mike Steele here tonight, former coach, Division III coach over at DePaul, went down to East Carolina. I'm not sure, haven't seen Mike for a long time. I think he's out of the coaching business. And all of these were visiting with Ron Felling down there a while ago. A lot of people come to watch the Mount Zion Braves and the Robinson Maroons go at it. Jake Sams with the rebound, throws it back out front. 45 seconds. 44-34, Braves lead. McCollum on the drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Nick Brooks. Or that's Chris. Chris drops it down to Hardiman. Brandon to McKeegan. McKeegan, somebody better. Jeff puts up the shot. Foul's going to be called on McCollum. McKeegan will go to the line to shoot 3. I'm not sure if there was contact or not.
Me either. Well, it's a 10-point ball game. These 3 can get it down to 7. Coach Gillespie can stop the clock with a timeout one more time.
Are these done?
Yeah, this is it. So we got to talk. Yeah, I got those separated out.
Nick Brooks checks back in the game for brother Chris. 44-36 now with 27 seconds. And Coach Gillespie is going to use one of those timeouts.
That's the only one he has left.
Well, the Braves, with their 2 losses this season, have one was down at the Springfield, Missouri shootout. And the other was where?
They lost at the KMOX shootout, didn't they? Or did they win there?
Well, the other one was.
Well, they only had 2 losses, and I thought they had one of those in one of the Decatur schools at Thanksgiving time.
I didn't think so. I thought they lost at the shootout at the KMOX shootout in St. Louis. I don't know. Jim's smarter than both of us combined, so.
Absolutely.
But you know what?
The only one I'm sure of is the one down south.
They're still ranked in the top 15 in AA, and they may not get out of their super regional.
True.
I mean, they look, you know, and Robinson's a Class A basketball team, and Mount Zion's got lots of talent on the floor and a lot of Division I players, but you know what? They may not get out of Springfield.
That's true.
And there's a good possibility they won't.
If they were Class A, they could go a long way.
Yes. But the times for Class A for Mount Zion are over.
775 enrollment, according to the sheet tonight.
And growing quickly. Because of the educational debacle in Decatur, they're leaving in leaps and bounds.
Well, he got the roll on that one, make it 44-37, a 7-point game with 27 seconds to go. McCollum gets it inside. Back to Matt. They're trying to get
nearly stolen. There's foul number 5 on Jeff McKeegan.
And that'll put McCollum at the line with a 1 and bonus. They did all that in about 6 seconds. McKeegan out of the ball game with 5 fouls. Chris Brooks checks back in for him.
Good game for Jeff. He missed it.
Missed the shot. Rebound, Brandon Hardiman.
My goodness.
Snitker brings it down. Snitker puts it up. Shot's no good. Loose ball. Nick Brooks. Nick got the short one. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Plank. And he's fouled. We've got 6.8 seconds to go. 44-37 the score. And Neil Plank will go down to shoot a 1 and bonus.
I'll tell you what. Mount Zion thought they were going to put it away, and the Maroons snuck all the way back, had a chance to cut it down there to 4.
Plank missed both of these free throws a while ago. Yes, he did, didn't he?
It was a 1-on-1. He missed the first. He missed that one.
Hardiman. Brandon, put it up. There you go. There's the time, runs out. Well, on the third meeting of the Maroons and the Mount Zion Braves, the Braves again come out winners, 44-37. Pretty good ball game. Again, the shooting woes of the Maroons, who haven't shot a very good percentage, but I think you got to give a lot of credit to that Mount Zion defense.
Sure do.
They play really tight man-to-man.
And they've got the quickness and the speed to go all over the court and match up very well. And the Maroons have had some good quickness all year long, but they've took a lot of it away. Now, granted, Maroons tried to take the air out of the game all through the game and shorten it up, and that's why the score's so low. But still, you hit a couple of those three-pointers from the outside, and you just go from there.
What was that, 44-37
Yep.
final?
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price. At Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Tomorrow night, the Maroons will play at the Nashville Shootout against Madison. And they've got some pretty big games coming up here, Jim.
Who all's in the Nashville
I have
shootout?
no idea. I really didn't know until tonight who they did play.
Well, next Tuesday night, the Maroons will host the Newton Eagles in an Apollo Conference game. And then on, our schedule, I'm looking at next Thursday, we'll be out at Lincoln Trail when Olney Central comes to town. Then on Saturday, next Saturday, February 10th, Olney will be up here to play the Robinson Maroons. That should prove out to be a pretty good ball game because Olney has had a pretty good season this year.
I think they are first in the North Egypt.
They lost a conference game about a week ago in overtime to Salem, at Salem. Barely got by Edwards County this week by only 2 points. I don't know if it's kind of a mystery sometimes.
So.
Olney won the consolation bracket up at the Charleston Holiday Tournament. So they've played some good ball. Well, it's tax filing season again. The Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and your financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team.
We'd also like to remind you that Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service, and Lacrosse insulated boots. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Go for it.
I had a correction to make.
You want me to do this while you're...
This correction
is brought to you by the Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson.
Well, you just take any opportunity to sell something, don't you? Mount Zion on top, 44-37. Good ball game. Maroons took the air out of the ball for probably half of the time they had it, I expect, as far as possessions were concerned. They looked like they were going for about 30 to 40 seconds each possession before putting the ball up. But Mount Zion's on top. They have 3 players in double figures. Neil Plank is the leader with 13 points, the leader for the game as well. Jake Sams with 10, Matt McCullum with 10. So their 3 senior leaders came through in double figures. 6 points for Yelovich off the bench, Logan Glosser with 4, and Zach Berkey with 3. 6 for 10 from the line, 2 3-point baskets, 1 by Plank, 1 by Berkey. Robinson leading scorer, Nick Brooks, with 11 points. 9 points for Brandon Hardiman, 8 for Jeff McKeegan before fouling out late. Justin Hartrick with 7, 2 points for Tyson Schnitker. 5 for 7 from the line, 4 3-point baskets, 1 by Hardiman, 1 by McKeegan, 1 by Hartrick, and 1 by Nick Brooks. Rebounding, Mount Zion on top, 21-12. Turnovers, 4 apiece, 44-37. Robinson now is, get out my other sheet. They're 17-4. 4-3 in conference play, and Mount Zion that was their 20th win tonight, so they're 20-2, 8-0 in conference.
Tonight's ball game has been brought to you by the First Robinson Savings Bank, Cellular One in Robinson, Rural King Supply, Weber Insurance and Realty, Crawford Memorial Hospital, Hershey Chocolate in Robinson, Marathon Tire, Kemper CPA Group, and Worldwide Sound and Video Production. Special thanks to Cellular One for providing a free phone to help us coordinate production of all community events. Next Tuesday night back here in Robinson with the Newton Eagles coming to town. Next Thursday at Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, and then back in Robinson again next Saturday with Olney. So stay with us. We hope you enjoyed tonight's ball game with the Mount Zion Braves. The only bad thing was the loss the third loss of the season by the Maroons to the Mount Zion Braves. Till next time, for Ryan Wheeler, Dwayne Shaw, Tony Schrei, I'm not going to tell you who I am.